Any lawsuits or creditors coming after your business can take your personal home as well. So we're going to talk about how to protect your home from the liabilities with your business. You don't want to lose your home just because you're trying to build a business for your family, putting your family more at risk. And most small business owners don't realize how they're putting their family home and their other assets in their personal name at risk. Some of the ways that you can lose your personal assets when you're running a business is going to be operating the business in your personal name like a sole proprietorship, personally guaranteeing loans or leases, accidentally commingling money between your personal finances and your business finances. And if you get sued, you're being held personally liable. If your name is on the lawsuit, then your family home could be taken to satisfy the judgment for that lawsuit, even if it's a business-related lawsuit. Common situations that could put your home at risk is having a lawsuit from a client, a contractor, or an employee. You default on a business loan that you personally guarantee. Someone in your business gets injured. A tenant slips and falls and gets injured on one of your rental properties. If you don't have the right protections in place, your personal assets could be used to satisfy the judgments of these lawsuits and these liabilities coming after their business. So let's talk about how to actually protect your personal assets from your business liabilities step by step. The first one is going to be separating the business from yourself as an individual using an LLC, which will fully separate the operations in that business from you as an individual. What this does is isolate lawsuits and creditors to the operations inside of that LLC, giving your personal assets asset protection from any liabilities going on. The trick here is that you cannot personally guarantee anything going on in your business. A tip here is going to be never sign for contract, leases, or loans in your personal name. Always sign them as a representative of your LLC. The second thing is going to be avoiding personal guarantees. Landlords and lenders will typically want you to sign a personal guarantee, but that puts you on the hook if anything ever goes wrong with those loans or those leases. Some of the things you can do to get out of the personal guarantee is try to negotiate out of it, limit the amount of liability that you have in terms of the amount or the timeline for that, or use business collateral instead of any personal guarantees that you may have. The third option is putting your home inside of an irrevocable trust. If you have any liabilities coming after you as an individual because you personally guaranteed something, that house is now fully separated from you as an individual when it's inside of that irrevocable trust, therefore giving that house asset protection from any liabilities coming after you as an individual. The fourth thing is do not commingle the money between the LLC operations and yourself as an individual. At a basic level here, you do not want to take money from your personal funds and put it into the business and then repay yourself out of it. If you need to put money into the business, what you can do is one of two things. You can give a loan to the business, or you can do a capital expenditure where you are giving money to the business without an expectation of any repayment. With either one of these, you need to properly document the agreement that you have with the business on both sides and properly document the accounting for both sides as well. That way, if any liabilities are coming after the business and trying to pierce that corporate veil and come after you as an individual, you will have documentation on how you set everything up so you've done it correctly. The fifth one is going to be getting the correct insurance to cover you in the event of a lawsuit. Your insurance won't give you asset protection, but in the event you have a lawsuit coming after you, it will be the first line of defense that you have to pay off the judgment for that lawsuit. So what you can do for the business is have general liability insurance, which will cover you in most cases. Then you can have umbrella insurance policy, which would be above and beyond the general liability. And if you're running a business out of your home, ask your agent if you need a business endorsement added to your policy. So the main structure on how you can do this is put the business inside of an LLC, which will protect you from any liabilities happening inside the LLC for those operations. And then you can put your personal assets inside of an irrevocable trust, which will protect it from any liabilities coming after you as an individual in the event that lawsuits coming after your business can break the corporate veil and come after you as an individual. If you wait to set this up until you have a lawsuit or creditors coming after you as an individual, it's too late. You cannot set up asset protection at that point. You have to have that structure in place before those liabilities are coming after you. Otherwise, you just have to deal with them. If you want help setting any of this up, click the link in the bio, fill out the form, and schedule a time to talk to someone on our team.